of this room.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Just kidding.
Hi. I'm looking at myself going slow motion because something's going on.
That is
like
I said, on my end, you seem to be moving fine and you're blurry, but your mouth and the words coming through seem to be matching up.
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'll fuck that up. Get some chat going. Chat over. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
there we go.
I've prepared a statement. Actually, I just wrote.
I'm not sure how this.
I just wrote this. Hey, America.
Yeah, you look blurry on the internet. So do I think.
Hey, America.
We keep going in and out. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, Daddy. I wrote, hey, America. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Now, I don't really believe all the news where they're saying all this FEMA money was allocated to migrants and all that kind of shit. I don't believe it. You know, I think that the United States is probably a little smarter than that. Probably.
I don't think so. Do you see who's been running this fucking government for the last 4 years?
There's that too.
That is very hard to put past anything that these two fucking clown shows can do anything right.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past us to say, you know what? The migrant thing is kind of a thing. We got to take the FEMA money, put it over here. I wouldn't put it past us because the whole government is, as I invented this phrase, Daryl, robbing Peter to pay Paul. I wrote that. I invented that in 1774. But yeah, I think that there's a fucking problem, and it's kind of weird. Now, for early indications say that all the people in Asheville and these like basically war-torn areas with this hurricane that came through like a BBC just ripping pussies apart.
British Broadcasting Company came through and
fucked
shit up. Okay,
fucking Brits, dude.
I don't get them, but you sure do.
Isn't it? They're getting $750.
That isn't even a thing yet.
$750.
That number got floated around, right?
I don't know. Allegedly, that's what they're going to get. $750. That's what the people in Maui got.
Yeah.
Hey, your whole house is gone. $750.
Here's enough to get you groceries for a week,
dude. And a box of Cheerios in Maui is like $8 because it's impossible to get shit there. Yeah. So the whole thing's fucked. But I will say where I have the biggest problem. This happens the same week where the fucking dude from Ukraine comes over. He's signing bombs. Because, like, if you were Putin, would you go, hey, like in America, the Americas, as I call it, we're saying it's Ukraine's war against Russia. Ukraine is fighting Russia. We're supplying aid, humanitarian effort. Ukraine, Russia. If I'm Putin, I'm going, these motherfuckers I'm fighting America via Ukraine, right? Wouldn't you think that?
Yeah, Ukraine at this point is now the middleman.
Yeah.
This is where we can allegedly go to war with Russia, but not get our hands dirty.
Sure. But the dude's on the fucking news.
Zelensky?
Yeah. Signing bombs and shit. You know, at a certain point, you got to go, all right, man. You know, it's something.
I think we touched on this before, but now we're going to go back to the hurricane shit.
Sure.
If Trump was president right now for his second full term, how much do you think he would send to Ukraine?
I think he would have probably put a small package together, like a Chinaman's wiener. No offense, Chan, love you. I've actually seen Chan's dick, and it's surprisingly bigger than I thought it would be. Good for him.
Like Mr. Chow's dick.
Yes, yeah. I think he would have put a small package together, and then that's it. Maybe I'd say under $5 billion.
Yeah, and boom, here you go, one-time fee. Make it work.
Do with it what you will.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
After that, you're on your own.
We're at like $160 billion over there, and our own people aren't getting any money when their houses get swept away in a fucking river. How's that even a thing?
Insurance ain't going to pay a dime for any of that.
No, you're in the fucking mountains. You don't need flood insurance.
Yeah.
So I just wrote, America, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know? And they always phrase it funny too. The government, the United States, helped Ukraine with another $20 billion. And it's like, no, that's our money. The government doesn't make anything. They don't sell anything.
They just steal our money.
They steal our money.
The fucking taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes we pay to buy things is fucking ludicrous.
Mm-hmm.
You should, first off, we should be paying one time.
Sure.
And we shouldn't be paying nearly as much as we are.
No.
There is no fucking reason the government should take nearly 40% of what I work for.
Right.
What the fuck did they do for me?
Yeah.
They didn't come in and work my shift. Yeah.
Then you go get soda from the store, and it's an extra, there's 10% on that sometimes. Like, Jesus Christ, it's like, what the fuck are we doing? All that money's going somewhere, and then they go, fuck it. I know you've been working your whole life in Asheville. I know you've been paying property taxes your whole life. I know that you've been paying sales tax. I know you've been paying income tax. I know you've been paying all this shit. But you know what? You get $750, and the Ukraine gets another $8.9 billion.
Yeah.
That shit's just crazy to me. And I hate to sound like the old crotchety guy that wants to fucking talk politics and shit like that. But like, what the fuck?
And I don't think there's enough people that are stopping and going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's just not.
Yeah. I think it's starting to get a little bit better. I think a lot of
what? What's getting better?
No, not it. Not America. I think America's getting worse. I think we're going to hell in a handbasket. We're a flaming turd in a toilet right now. But I do think that the underlying sentiment of political ideologies is starting to shift, especially with younger people. I really do. I think that's starting to happen. I think young people are starting to see it. I really do. Now, there's also really dumb young people too.
Yeah, I have one here.
Yeah. I had therapy yesterday, and she goes, you're saying some things, and I never asked this, but like, how are you going to vote this year? And I go, I'm voting for Trump. I could just see her whole face change, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired from my therapist that I genuinely love and need in my life. And I have gay friends. I have black friends. I'm a pretty liberal guy when it comes to my everyday life. I just want the government to stay out of my shit. Yeah. And then if we need help from the government, that's when the government should be there. The government should be a big brother that steps in and helps you out when you need it. Not the dude that shows up and says, hey, I know we just took a bunch of money, but we're going to need a little bit more from you.
Yeah, they're like the worst HOA ever.
Yeah, they outlaw the mob, but the government is essentially the mob.
The mob, yeah.
The mob. And at least the mob, you get protection when you pay the fucking dues.
Yeah. We
don't get shit.
You get nothing for it. At least they did something with the money you gave them.
Yeah.
Hey, you pay us $1,000 a week, you will not have problems. You will not have theft from your store. You will not have loitering. You will not have anything.
100%.
Okay. I am getting a product, a service for my money.
Yes.
Somebody's doing something with my money instead of just hoarding it and then buying fucking stocks on insider trading.
It's just insane to me, man. And it's things like this, things like the Maui thing, where you're just like, nobody gives a fuck about the people anymore. The only way to get rich in this country is to invent something, which then they will try to overly regulate.
Or become a politician.
That's it. Have a wicked sling the rock or have a wicked jump shot. Ain't no way you're making out of the hood. That's kind of where we are right now. And it's very, very sad. It's very sad. And if a Democrat came around and spoke the way that we speak about like the promise of America and, had some good plans, I would vote Democrat. I'm not married to one way or the other.
And that was the thing. That's the thing, though. You can't would you say that? If you tell these conspiracy theorists and these far left or far right fucking loons that if you say one thing that goes against them, They assume you are completely opposite of them on the other side. No. I'm not a Republican. I'm
No.
not a Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a communist guy. I'm not fucking independent. I'm for who's gonna do the best thing. Every one of these politicians promises. They don't fucking fulfill it.
Yeah.
Trump is the last president, I think, that actually came close to at least attempting to do what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, I agree.
And he got in and things started changing.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, all my gay friends were not killed.
Yeah, imagine that.
Like they thought they were going to. And like
Imagine
they
that.
think they're going to now. And now they want that dumb cunt Kamala in.
Yeah,
But
I don't see how
like I said,
anybody could think that that person's virtuous or is going to do anything.
And one dude comes down, he's got fucking brand new idea saying, hey, man, I spent 3 years thinking outside the box, talking to people on both sides of this, trying to figure this out. We have a plan with help from constituents, fellow politicians, and everything. If we put this into place, I think we can actually make this work and have open-minded people stop for a minute and stop thinking, oh, he's a Democrat, he's fucking lying. Oh, he's a Republican, he's full of shit. Think about that idea. Is it a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to benefit the United States and us as a people, first and foremost?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. I might vote for that guy then.
100%.
I don't give a fuck what side of the coin you're on.
I like the idea of libertarianism, which basically means just stay off my shit.
Yeah,
I'll pay my taxes. Just leave me the fuck alone. But
I'm going to lower taxes. Haven't went down in the existence of this planet.
Yeah.
They
once
never
they
went
something, they're gonna take as much as they can.
Oh, it's just like what happened with COVID. That's why all the prices of this shit are so high. Everybody got used to paying it, and they're like, "Oh, when COVID's over, after we flatten the curve and stay inside for 2 weeks, you know, I know chicken wings are $18 for an order of 10 right now. They're going to go back down to $11 or $12 like they were. They ain't getting back down. They're still there because us dumbasses are paying for it.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. And
this world is so in a shit. I am glad I'm on the other half of it.
We're on the back nine, dude.
Yep. I'm so glad. I feel awful for my kids that have to deal with this. It's that bad that I'm looking forward to walking into the sunset right now. And I mean, how bad is that? I'm 51 years old, and that's what I'm thinking about right now.
Like, well, because
at least this is what a world is. It's complete and utter garbage right now.
Yeah. It's
Remember back in the 80s and early 90s, America was the greatest country, the most feared country, the most badass place you could ever live.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bald eagles, fucking stars and stripes, country music songs rocking out.
Fucking beer commercials with tits.
You could have a fucking shotgun in the back of your truck rolling around, take it to high school, and then everything went to fucking hell.
Yeah.
These cocksuckers ended up with way more fucking power than they should have.
I think 9/11 was the big turning point.
Yeah, that was about that time.
Yeah.
2001, right?
Yeah, I asked ChatGPT for some conspiracy theories that actually became true.
Did it just stall out?
No. The first one it noted was the Edward Snowden stuff, where the government said after 9/11, we're not going to use this system to spy on our own citizens. You still need to obtain a warrant for that. You still need to be able to do this. You still need to follow the right protocols. Snowden dumps all that shit, and he's like, they're diving into cameras like this.
Yeah.
In like college dorm rooms and shit and watching girls get naked. Not saying I wouldn't do that, but I would never be able to work for the government.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you would. They're like, how'd you do that? You have a job, son.
Yeah. And enhance. The CIA and mind control experiments initially denied. It was later confirmed that the CIA had conducted mind control experiments during the Cold War, some of which continued to the 21st century. You know, big tobacco hiding stuff. You know, it's just,
What big company isn't hiding something?
Every company hides something.
What happened with Facebook? Didn't they just come out and say, yeah, we were told to do this by the government?
Here's what happened. Here's what happened with Zuckerberg that I think is very important, and especially people with kids.
Oh boy!
The second he started getting jacked, that's when he started acting like he had balls. He was a skinny liberal nerd for a very long time. Then he gets into jujitsu. Then he gets a 6-pack. Then he grows his hair out. Now he's fucking Zucker bro. And now he's like, yeah, fuck that. You know why? Because he knows how to fucking kill somebody now. He's a blue belt.
Wasn't he the guy that when Facebook and everything started, he was just your ordinary dude and going to meetings in jeans and hoodies?
Yeah.
And what happened? Now every time you see him, he's suited up.
Yeah. He's Barney Stinson. Yeah. Suit up. Yeah. Yeah. Once they did say, this guy was saying, if you give a liberal guy, if you start giving him testosterone, he will turn into a Republican. And that's what happened to Zuckerberg. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm a blue belt now, bitch. I can do whatever I want. Yeah. It's weird, man. It's weird. I'll let you go. You have a question or a theory or something, right?
No, I just had some things that we were talking about.
Oh, the other thing too, UFOs.
Yeah, they don't exist. Well, I mean, they do. People think.
No, the government came out
denied it, right?
No, they for forever they said that there's no such thing.
Yeah.
And now recently they were like, you know what? Yeah, there's kind of these UAPs, you know?
Unidentified average penises.
I definitely have a UAP.
What is a UAP?
I don't know. They don't call them UFOs anymore.
UFO is legit just fucking the perfect name for it. Unidentified flying object. What the fuck was it? But it was flying through the sky.
Yeah, UAP. Unidentified anomalous phenomenon.
Jesus Christ, make it harder to fucking say.
I have a fat tongue, baby. I can't do that. It's not anonymous.
No, autonomous, autonomous.
ANOMALOUS. Anomalous.
Anomalous.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Sorry.
I just wanted to touch. Did that hurricane clip you guys? Did it get out to you guys?
Yeah. We caught it before it got to Asheville. So yeah, it hit. We were kind of on the outer fringes, but I had to drain my pool like 6 times. I mean, we got a shitload of rain.
Watching the radar down there while we were in Savannah last week, it didn't look good.
No.
We got in Wednesday ahead of it, and all the locals are like, yeah, it's going to hit and this is going to turn. It usually doesn't come up by us.
Yeah, usually it bends before Savannah goes out to the ocean and dies.
Yeah, or this one was supposed to come back in. Yeah, it was supposed to come back, go west. So they kind of said, even after talking to them after this, that they got caught with their pants down. So Thursday we were bar hopping. Thursday night, it was getting bad. Rain was coming sideways. It was windy. It was pouring. You couldn't see across the street. So Chris and I timed our bar hopping back to the hotel. We got back around midnight, 12:30. Watching TV, getting ready to fall asleep, and the cable went out. Okay, no big deal. Lights and everything were still on. We still had cell phone service, and all of a sudden, we both fell asleep. I'm like, fuck, shut the TV off, went to sleep. And then it got loud. It got real loud. And you could hear just like somebody was outside your window throwing fucking monster buckets of water at it. So I go out and I roll up the fucking curtain. The rain is going back up into the sky. It is blowing so fucking hard and raining so hard. So I'm like, fuck, it's bad. So I plugged in my phone, my charger phone while we still got power or whatever. And our phones got alerts that take shelter, all this shit. The hotel alarm went off to evacuate the hotel. We're like, we ain't fucking leaving. We out on haul. Everybody else was like, fuck, I'm not going anywhere.
They make those cell phone alarms really noticeable. It's not something you can like loud.
So we're like, all right, we ended up tapping out. We get up at like 8:30 in the morning. Fucking sun's out. We get up. Let's walk across the street for breakfast. Branches are down.
Yeah.
Roads are starting to dry pretty much. Leaves are everywhere. Like people are walking on the sidewalk, picking up branches and just kind of throwing them into the lawns or the yards or whatever the fuck you want to call them, cleaning up as we went. And then that was Friday morning. We started talking to bartenders like Friday, Saturday, and Uber drivers on Sunday. These bartenders are like, yeah, we live like a mile or two away. There's no roof on my neighbor's house. We have no power. They said it's going to be 6 to 10 days.
Jesus.
There's like shit roads, trees down over roads everywhere you go. And they're like, I go, where do you guys live? They're like 2 miles from here. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. We were that close to that fucking thing.
That's crazy.
It was insane. And then just, as it barreled through and went up through North Carolina, and then you see what happened up there. It's like, fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah. To see, like, I saw there's this lady, she's on the bank of what was probably a street, but now it's a fucking river. And she's like, what is that? And it's a fucking shipping container.
Yeah.
Floating away.
Yep.
And the strength of the water, it ended up like hitting a telephone pole, and the water bent it and wrapped it around the telephone pole. And shipping containers are fucking solid.
Yeah. It was Krista's first foray into seeing a ship loaded with them.
Oh yeah.
While we were eating lunch,
we
went fucking sailing through the canal there, and she's like, what the fuck? It took a minute in my video, and I didn't even get to the beginning of it. A minute, because I was going to show it to Brady of it just going by. And how it turned everything dark. It was so huge.
Yeah.
And she goes, what the fuck? They're just sitting there? I go, yeah. So it's cruising through this canal at, 5 knots or whatever, the wake zone. And I go, you imagine that thing on the way over here through the fucking sea, through the swells? They're not strapped on. They're not tied down. They're just interlocked.
Yeah.
How do you fucking know that? How many of those things fall off in the middle of the ocean?
Dude, it is crazy if you've ever seen a video where they just kind of topple and you just see these. Yeah. It's like dominoes. Yeah, Savannah's a great little city. I love it.
Krista was pleasantly surprised. Even the day when we went out to Tybee and we were walking along the beach and shit with our margaritas and everything, and she was just looking around, just smiling, going, "This is so cool." Like,
yeah, it's the best.
And they got like 2 places out there now that rent golf carts. So we were talking like Airbnb for the kids. Rent one out there. We can get a golf cart for the fucking week. We can take it to the beach. We can take it out to lunch. Whatever. And it was like, Jesus, it was just fucking perfect out there. The water was a little choppy, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're halfway through a hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the only thing.
Somebody's trying to start a chainsaw.
And I think it's flooded. The only thing bad about Tybee is that there's a missing atomic bomb that fell out of a plane on Tybee.
There's 2 of them out there, and they can't find them. They said there is, I don't know who we were talking to, and they were giving us the lowdown on it. And they were saying, I think we were in the ghost tour that we went on. They were telling us about it. That it was somebody from back in the day or whatever, whoever was president, and they lost 2 of them out there, and they've been fucking searching the government search for years, they said, and they can't find them.
And I guess at a certain point, it'll detonate. But you had a good run. And they think it's like in the swamplands. It's not far off of like Savannah.
Well, most of that ended up in the road because I saw that piled up, and it was like 3-4 feet deep on the side of the road.
That shit is just
all
nuts.
The marsh.
I'm seeing pictures. I have customers in Sarasota, Tampa, Orlando. Orlando and Tampa got hit pretty hard. Tampa got pretty messed with. And I have a customer in Asheville, and he's like, I haven't even been to my business yet. This is like 4 days after it happened. He's like, I don't even know if I can get there. I don't even know if it's still there. I have no idea. They're saying it's going to be almost 2 months without water.
Yeah.
Which is just insane to me.
Yeah, I know.
But hey, you got $750. Just be thankful.
Yeah, I know there was some people we met at a bar. We ran into them a couple different times. They were from South Carolina, and their power was out. I think they said they're about 2 hours north, and they just said they're like, fuck it. We had no power. Every tree was down you could ever imagine. Our house escaped. He goes, my pool, it's got shit in it for weeks. He goes, but they said it might be 2 or 3 weeks before we get our power back because it's so bad up there. He goes, we packed up what we could and fucking came down here.
Might as well.
Yeah, I like grabbed a hotel there, like trying to find gas because they had some friends coming in that lived near him or his brother-in-law or whatever. And they're like, is there any place to get gas? Because every gas station was fucking mile long.
Yeah.
Lines.
You got people with generators and shit. And
yeah.
It's fucked, man. It's
wow,
fucked.
I'm glad I missed it, but I feel for the fucking people that are right in the middle of it. Jesus Christ.
I just can't imagine. Because I'm one of those people that be like, it's not going to be that bad.
We talked about that today at poker.
I think I changed my mind now. I think, if they're like, hey.
Yeah, this could be bad. You know what? I'm packing up my shit. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
And if it misses, I'll be back in a day.
Sure.
Cool. If
no
it
worse
hits,
than
I'm not there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're saying that the only road in and out of Asheville is 26. Every other road is gone or bridges are compromised. And I mean, that's going to be a massive undertaking. Yeah. Massive. But there's no money. No, so
$750, but hey.
And I don't think Ukraine's going to throw up a GoFundMe
for that's the other thing, too, is like when this shit happens here, does anybody give us money?
Yeah, there was a guy on Fox News today that lives in Asheville, and he's just like, why is it that when this happens, even Trump set up a GoFundMe and, he donated some money and
how much did he donate?
I think 2 or 3 million or something like that.
I heard 25, but
maybe it was 25.
Okay. Yeah. How much money has Biden and Harris donated?
Let me check the notes. It says fuck all. I don't know. Is that a number or
it could be
fuck all? Yeah. So, the guy's like, why is it up to the people to help us? Why is it up to when we all kind of pay into a collective pot? I agree with taxes. I wish that taxes got so granular that at the beginning of let's say when you do your taxes, they had this form and they show you everything that your tax dollars go into. And it's almost like playing quick draw. Check 25 boxes. All right, I want my taxes to go to schools, roads, this, that, infrastructure, and you check the boxes, and then the next year, that's where your tax money goes. Because I bet you if everybody did that, giving money to fucking foreign countries that hate us would not be on the list. It'd be a small percentage.
No, it'd be 0% from me.
Yeah.
It would. I can see some bleeding hearts would be they're third world countries. They need it.
Sure. But if like 0.4% went to that instead of what seems to be like fucking 10%, you know what I mean?
It's insane.
It's weird, man. That's shit. The stuff that I just hate, man. I just, it feels like the government forgot that we pay them.
They forgot that they work for us.
Yeah.
They forgot a lot of things.
And being a politician now, you just got to be a coach that had like a 2-15 record.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
man, hey, you won too. You tried.
You know what? If I come back next year, if you guys bring me back, it's too far gone now. It's just gone. It's just like they're so far down the fucking road. And you said it earlier, like once you get to here, even if you go back a little bit, you already went up like 25%. Like they're talking now about like restricting language on social media, which they already did. But they said that, you can't just post anything you want, disinformation and lies. Okay, the COVID shit. Who was spreading disinformation?
The government.
The government.
And Big Pharma were.
But you can't say what you believe is the only truth when 90% of the time you've been wrong.
Yeah.
UFOs, MK Ultra, fucking COVID, fucking the Pentagon Papers on the Iraq War, Epstein's death. So if you say Epstein didn't kill himself, What are the two guards' names that fell asleep outside of the cell when the cameras magically didn't work?
Yeah.
Did they get fired? Are they on temporary leave?
Those you know where those guys are?
They're
On
on
a
an island of Diddy right now, just fucking
freak show. Somebody brought that up the other day, and I legit said, I honestly don't know exactly what's going on. They're all talking about a freak off, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, got to put it in our group chat with the fucking curmudgeons I'm in there with. And they love to say that you're everywhere with me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see you 3 times a year, but we're everywhere together. You were with me last
I'm always
weekend.
with you in spirit, babe.
Yeah. But they're like, you guys went to one of Diddy's freak offs. And I said, okay. No, I haven't been. But if we're talking back in 91, 92, 93,
you would have went.
Here's the thing, though.
You would have been plugged.
You're at a nightclub, and you're in the booth next to Diddy or Mace or whoever's there.
He's like,
all those guys, and they're like, party at our penthouse. You guys come with drinks. We're gonna empty this bar. We're gonna go have a fucking party.
I'm gonna fuck your ass till you bleed. You know, whatever.
Okay, so see, this is where my cognitive thought is already off the train tracks here, because you are no better than the jackals in my group chat. If you're in 93 and you're there with a celebrity like that and they say, let's go to a party, you're going. I know you're going.
I would never go to a party with Diddy.
You wouldn't have back in 93.
Maybe for the goof, but I don't give a shit about Diddy.
I don't care either.
He ruined
but
every Biggie song.
Yes,
he ruined every song.
He ruined basically every song. Because you want to know something? One of the other idiots I was talking to the other day about this, well, he told me this like 2 years ago. He goes, I fucking hate Diddy, and this is why. He's on every fucking song.
Yeah.
He goes, he's on this song by Biggie, that song by Biggie, that song. I go, the fuck he is. He goes, go listen to it.
Everywhere.
As soon as I heard it, it was right there.
And you can't unhear it once you hear it.
Yeah. But anyhow, if you're going to a Bad Boys fucking record release party at a fucking penthouse back in the 90s, you're going. Guess what?
Okay.
Me being me, you are a fucking wacko weirdo and will do some shit. But if shit gets weird,
hold on.
No, I'm not done talking.
What kind of shit?
Dude, stop.
You're making it sound like I'm going to go get railed by fucking Puffy. No. Would I do drugs?
You would rail Puffy.
Probably.
Yeah, see, you do some shit.
I would never have sex with, you know what?
A black
Sorry,
guy?
man. No, man.
Oh, okay. But I'm just saying, we're going to this party. We're drinking fucking high-end liquor. There's good music. There's fucking girls twerking. You're having a good time. Just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe talking to some people. Rubbing elbows with somebody.
Sure.
Whatever.
Sure.
But then all of a sudden, you walk past the fucking balcony, and there's weird shit going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yo, I saw some shit.
Time to go. Wrap it up.
I think it's time we Irish goodbye and go. And you'd be like, what kind of shit you see? Well, some dudes doing stuff with, things and other people.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you see this? Don't worry, dude. We need to leave. Nah. I just want to make sure it's as weird as you say it is.
No, so
I'm going to one of those parties, but when shit gets weird and I feel uncomfortable, I leave. Yeah. I don't stick around. And guess what? I'm never going to another one in case, even if he's emailing me or hitting up my pager back then. I'm not going again. Sorry, bro. I'm busy.
There was this model or actress or something, and she was talking about how she got invited to like one of those white parties or whatever, and she went there with her manager. And she's on one side of the room, the manager's on the other side of the room, and the waitresses came by and passed out drinks. Same drink for everybody, like a shot. And at the time, this actress or this model or whoever the fuck wasn't drinking. Maybe she's trying to get sober or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
she just didn't drink. Who knows?
Yeah. So she sees like everyone kind of like all the people at like Diddy and all them, they're kind of like looking around, watching people do the shot. And she tries to text her manager, and somebody comes up and grabs her phone and puts up there. And is like, "Who are you texting, girl? Come on, let's do that shot or whatever." She's like, "Yeah, I'll be right back," and whatever. And then she sees her manager do the shot, And her manager in like 15 minutes got very fucking loopy, got very fucking loud. They would date rape everybody, allegedly.
Yeah. Not just a handful of people, like the whole party.
The whole party got date raped. And apparently, allegedly, Puffy likes to fuck dudes in the butt.
Yeah.
We know a lot of butt fuckers. That's fine. But rapey butt fuckers, that's not good.
That's not good. That's not cool.
Like Bieber is insinuating that Puffy raped him.
Why didn't he say anything before? This is my problem with all these stories when they come out after somebody get in trouble or whatever. Then it's okay for you to say something.
Well,
why didn't you say something that happened, man?
Here's the thing, and this is the other thing I heard about Puffy. Allegedly, he would get somebody that's about to drop a record, produce the record, get them drunk, take them out, make them do all this compromising shit, get it on film, and then say, listen, I know you're engaged, but you did it, and we have proof, so you're going to sign this deal, not this deal. And so Puffy would get more shit. He's the Black Epstein.
Yeah.
And then he gets arrested, and the one dude was going, Judge Joe Brown, fucking bad motherfucker, black dude that has a TV show like Judge Judy. He goes,
I don't believe they're even real judges.
Judge Judy, I mean, for how old she is, bitch is stacked. She's got.
This is the weird shit I'm talking about. You would definitely be doing weird shit at a Diddy party.
I wouldn't be fucking guys in the ass.
I'm not so sure you wouldn't.
No.
Would you let a dude?
No.
Why did it take so long for you to answer that question?
I had to sneeze.
Bullshit.
Is it Ashton Kutcher? He used to go there. I don't know. No, I just so apparently Judge Joe Brown goes, so it wasn't a raid. The FBI went to this house. So he was warned so he could leave. So they showed up, they went in, they confiscated some stuff, but they didn't come out with boxes and boxes and boxes of shit. They came out with like 4 bags of shit. So he's thinking that the elites, Illuminati, they made Puffy kind of untouchable and said, do all the shit, do all the shit, do all the shit. They went to his parties too, do all the shit, do all the shit, do the shit. And basically he's collecting all this evidence that allows the government to go, hey, unless you want this shit leaked, you say this, John Legend. Fucking tell me you're so damn close to John Lennon. Shit. Fuck that guy. So he's saying over the next couple months, you're going to see a lot of celebrities coming out saying stuff and being very pro one thing, pro one movement, because they're being blackmailed now.
And I'm hearing
blackmail.
They're not in there taking evidence that Diddy did these things. No. They're taking the shit that will get them in trouble back.
Yeah, and they're taking the stuff that they can use as collateral to get people to do what they want.
Yeah.
And say what they want. Hold on.
Stop.
Jesus Christ.
Did you mute your microphone?
I did.
Oh, fuck you, man. I wanted to hear you scream at them kids.
It would have hurt your precious ears.
You know, dude. Not after the shit I got into at the school the other night.
Yeah. Yeah, you had your own problem with blackmail.
They were females.
Those are even worse.
They are.
I know you ain't talking to me. I call my daddy. Like,
I know,
you don't even know you're dead. Shut up.
Dude, I had so many great lines that I should have dropped, but I never would have been allowed on school grounds again.
I had
it was, dude, Krista come out and we talked about the next day, and she even said that there were some parents that had my back.
That's
they
great.
Didn't come right out and say it, but they're like, that's been coming to a head. We've been very uncomfortable. Kind of glad your husband stood up and told them to go fuck themselves. I'm just mad that Abo wasn't able to play the rest of the night because she was so fucking distraught.
I feel bad for her.
I do too.
But fuck it. What are you gonna do?
And her and I talked it out. And I went up the next night into a room and we had a little chat about it. And she seems to be good with it. And I told her, I said, if any repercussions come of this, if anybody comes up and knocks your books out or pushes you into a locker or says some shit, I will be at that school so fucking fast.
Yeah,
Ringing those little fucking hood rats' heads off lockers. It'll make everybody's fucking head spin.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around. And that's what I told the AD when he called me on the phone the other day and we were talking. I says, and he said, first and foremost, he goes, I got to talk to Aubrey. And he said he wanted to make sure she mentally is fine after that.
Yeah.
Didn't want, anything. And he wanted to say, if there's anything that goes on, you come to me first.
Yep.
So
that's a good call.
Yeah. I mean, he handled it probably as well as he could. He handled me as well as he could. I thought him and I were going to have some words, but I took the higher road and just
kind of have to. Yeah.
And then, of course, my first phone call is to you within moments. Bro, you're never going to believe this.
Oh, I believe it. I'm just surprised that they actually were somewhat in your favor. It just seems like they go out of the way to protect the idiots, and they don't go out of the way to protect the people that actually contribute to normal society.
And I told this dude, I said, it was happening no matter what, because here's what would have happened. I would have said something and I would have walked down. I would have found a chaperone. They're at the complete fucking far end of the court, not paying attention. They should be sitting in the stands.
I agree. Yeah.
Paying attention.
Do something.
Just make your presence known that you're there. And I said, I would have went and got one. I would have came back and I said, it's them. They won't stop. Then they're going to start chirping. Fucking snitch. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to say something. So I just cut the middleman out and said it.
Yeah. Or they should have like a hotline that you can anonymously text.
Nah, this was way more fun, dude.
I bet. Yeah. And it sucks because like you don't want to be an asshole and you don't want to be the guy that fucking draws all the attention and especially, has that issue with your daughter being upset and stuff like that. But like, what else are you going to fucking do?
I had enough, man. And in this, I was on to Krista and she's like, hey, should we move down here? And I'm like, I'm going to hoping that me sitting back as they were kicking me and not apologizing.
Yeah.
That they're going to get the hint here. And if they don't, which I knew they weren't because of who they are, and it's going to come to a head. And I snapped. And it was fucking glorious. The best part is they have cameras, so they were able to see the whole thing. They just couldn't hear it. But there wasn't a person in that gym that didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Like the fucking game stopped. The ref up in the chair turned around and watched it. And when I said, Jesus fucking Christ, before I hit the doors to walk out of that gym, it was deafening, dude. It was so fucking loud.
Well, you're the guy.
And then I got a phone call from the AD basically apologizing to me for having to do it. I'm going to deal with it. I was like, wait a second, man. Should I be groveling at your feet to come to my daughter's games and stuff?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's been handled here.
That's great.
Keep an eye out for Abo and everything. And I says, good.
Yeah, that just sucks, man.
Chris, she had a game the other day. Chris is like, maybe you should sit this one out.
Well, and that sucks too, because like I genuinely enjoy going to my kids' games and watching them try and hustle and all that shit. We had a ref at a soccer game that was, like a girl would fall over the ball. And I'm not saying the ref was impartial, but like the girl on the other team would fall over the ball and he'd stop play and let her have a free kick, like a free possession, when she fell over the ball and turned it over.
Yeah.
And the ref if the ref wasn't transitioning, he's probably a person that should, because he looked like a fat Kenny G, but he was like 6'5". Like he had the Kenny G like poodle hair,
Jufro.
And I said something, and one of the moms was like, yeah, I don't know why he's calling. I'm like, fat Kenny G sucks. Like everyone starts laughing. And I'm like, I rarely like complain about shit like that, but it's just like at a certain point, it's like, what are we doing here? Like it's obvious what's happening.
Yeah.
And you don't think soccer's a rough sport because you see the guys just like fake falling and, twisting around on the ground like they just got pushed out the door after Diddy fucked him in the ass. And,
Dude,
Allegedly.
I have a feeling tonight there's going to be so many of those fucking Diddy one-liners after one of us says something or we watch some clip. I should start a fucking Diddy counter on my fucking
ring a bell, ding. But yeah, it's like at a certain like, and the girls push and shit like that, and if it gets too pushy, they kind of like, you know, they rein it back in a little bit. But yeah, tomorrow I got to drive to Missouri with 3 kids and have a whole day of soccer. Look at me.
No thanks, man.
Tanya's running this Ragnar run with a group of, I think, 6 women. They're all in a van, and they're running from Lexington, Kentucky, or from Louisville to Lexington.
Okay. Explain to me distance-wise how far that is.
I think 200 plus miles.
Why? Why would they want to do that?
Don't know.
That just sounds awful.
Don't know.
So like when they come back, all their periods are going to be synced.
Yeah. And if you shit in the woods at one of these events, you get disqualified. You know, because they get all these protein gummies and all shit, like, and then you run. It works everything out. You know, so they have a bucket in the van. They have a bucket. They have a shit bucket in the van, Daryl. In the van. In the van. Yeah.
So they're allowed to stop running to take a shit in a van.
So every girl runs a certain portion. So like,
okay. So they're not one runner's not going 200 miles.
No,
this is like a relay.
I think all in, Tanya will probably do 40 miles over 24 hours, which is still a lot.
It is a lot, and it just sounds like
it sounds dumb.
It does. It does.
I don't see the point to it.
I don't either.
And I kind of marvel at people that can do it. And the people that
I mean, good for you. You can do it. Jesus Christ. I can't run.
Yeah. But like at the same point, there's other things to do. You know, there's a better way to spend your day. You know, that's all I'm saying. Shitting in a bucket in a van after you just
come on, man. I've shit in worse places. I shit in a Timbits box once.
That's true. But I'm the asshole that likes to go to a bar and watch college football at noon. And that's like,
oh my God, you're the worst person ever.
That's normal. You going and running 40 miles and shitting in a bucket. Not normal. Yeah. That is abnormal, as we would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not for it, but she likes it. So,
hey, good for her, man. Everybody's got their weird shit that they like.
You have fun.
She likes to run and shit in buckets. You go to Diddy freak offs.
I did not. Nor
pegged.
would I. No.
Your vest says otherwise.
Dude, this is a party vest.
Yep, I know.
Or what?
Yeah. Well, you freaking off.
I look like the guy that would come and clean up after the Diddy party. Call the wolf. Just licking a sofa.
Yeah, are you supposed to be wearing gloves? Nah,
fuck
not me,
that, dude.
Yeah.
You wanted the best.
It's like the fucking manager calling for the fucking closer. Yeah. Get me the lefty. They're like, they just put on a vest. They're like, get me the wolf.
They're like, don't you have like a
why is he calling that? He wolfs down all the extra comp.
Do you have a bag of supplies? No, I use my t-shirt and my face.
Where do you keep all that stuff? My intestines.
I'm dog scooting over a line of cum. I'm like, God damn.
How did we get here?
T-Pain was here?
Yeah, see?
That shit's fucked, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, someone posted a clip of Jay-Z at a Knicks game or something like that, and Denzel was there. And Jay-Z went up to go like say hey to Denzel, and Denzel kind of pushed him off. They didn't pay attention to him or anything like that. So I think Denzel kind of knew some shit's coming down.
Some shit happened between them two.
Yeah. And there's been people that got invited. We're like, fuck that. 50's been saying it for a while.
He's been talking about some shit. He doesn't seem to be afraid to say anything. So
he's untouchable because he's got so much money after that vitamin water deal.
After he had literally 50 cents to his name.
Yeah. And I think his portion of that company was 400 million straight up.
Yeah. He went from rich rapper to broke ass rapper to one of the richest dudes ever.
And so you could tell that other than Eminem, he doesn't have really anyone that's like in his corner. If you look at like the empire that Diddy has, there's so many people under that umbrella.
Oh yeah.
But all their assholes are blowed out. What do you want from me, dude? I didn't say it. Have you heard the clip of Diddy smashing some dude? I don't even know if it's gonna be up there.
Wow. First off, why did you? And secondly, how do you know where to find this?
Dude, it's Diddy and Meek Mill.
It's Meek Mill.
Some rapper.
Oh.
So this is the leaked audio.
Of course it is. Could be anybody.
And leak, it has a lot of meanings here. I thought I told you that
without hearing that.
Yeah. Now, two things to take away here. Very energetic fucking. I'm more of a love maker.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not a guy. You know? Maybe towards the end.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I'm getting in there. I'm putting my hip on a joint. You know, I do this thing. Gay people just fuck, dude. Gay people really go to Pound Town.
Yeah, there's no medium ground there. It's they bury that bone.
Yeah. But that did sound a lot like P. Diddy.
I wouldn't know.
You didn't hear the ha 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 ha.
Can't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up, dude. But hey, to each his own. We're a friend of the LGBTQ plus AI.
Dude, that clip fucking Ortez just sent us was fucking
right. Funny. Beautiful. Yeah.
Just,
you know, a person did get sued for misgendering a dog, and they lost in court. I think it was in Canada. Canada is so dumb.
Dude.
Person misgenders.
How do you misgender a dog when there's only two genders? Interesting.
Yeah, so a lesbian social worker,
of course,
gets $63,000 or pounds after or over being disciplined for misgendering a gender fluid dog.
That judge
needs, this is real life.
That judge needs to be removed from the bar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, close. Jesus Christ. God, it's impossible to read any of this stuff. Oh, yeah. That's not going to do it. Okay. All right. Okay. How do I open this up again? This one? There we go. An incident involving a gender fluid dog has cost taxpayers
it's like $1,500.
No, it's more. It's like 70 grand. After a social worker and another colleague referred to the pet as a male, the assertion left the dog's owner outraged, prompting him to file a formal complaint accusing the pair of transphobia, which resulted in disciplinary action. Elizabeth Pitt, a 62-year-old lesbian social worker, was subject to harassment by her colleagues at Cambridgeshire. Okay, we got to stop with these English names. Cambridge, fine.
Those are your fucking people, okay?
I like their music, bro. I don't like their fucking gender fluid dogs. Cambridgeshire County Council after she was accused of making non-inclusive and transphobic remarks about the dachshund owned by her colleague, Gleicon Analha, as reported by the Telegraph. I'm not good at reading Indian names. The incident occurred when Analha chaired a Zoom call of the authorities' LGBTQ employee group last year. During the call, Analha addressed her dachshund in a dress to spark a debate about gender. He claimed to the group that his dog was gender fluid. Pitt immediately denied that the dog was gender fluid. Your dog is male. Another lesbian coworker agreed with Pitt and doubled down that the pooch is not, in fact, gender fluid. The pair reportedly proceeded to express gender critical views, such as their criticism of trans identified biological men competing in women's sports and using female only spaces. I agree. Pitt filed a tribunal complaint. Yeah.
Unfucking real.
Yeah. But it's like we live in Sesame Street, but Sesame Street got retarded, you know? No offense to people that don't like that word, but I think that you can call retarded. You know? That's pretty retarded.
Yeah.
Guy with Down syndrome, not retarded. Guy that has a gender fluid dog with a dick, retarded.
Yeah. I mean, that video that we just witnessed with that fucking...
Did it make you horny? Me too.
Purple-haired freak.
Oh.
I didn't listen to it because I usually don't.
I thought you were talking about Diddy smashing Meek Mill.
No. Again, I'm whatever.
Passionate.
But that one guy's like, yeah. What gender's your cat? It's like, oh, she's a female. How do you know?
Yeah.
It's that AOL fucking connection noise
yeah.
on loop. She has no way out of this.
Yeah. And it's tough, man. I mean, you know, your feelings are your feelings, but my feelings
aren't my triggers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care about your feelings. I really don't.
And I think if you just operate with this whole thing, like I'm trying to be as compassionate as a person as possible, but at a certain point,
you got to say enough is enough, man.
Yeah.
You got to stop pandering to people.
I like to live in the real world a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Try it.
Where we're at now.
Yeah. I saw this kid when my kids were doing swimming lessons and the mom looked like fucking Millhouse. And you know, this kid has no shot. This kid has no shot in real life. His blue-haired mom had like 15 rubber duckies up.
And here's the thing is, I can't take anybody with those wild hairstyles. I can't take people seriously.
Yeah.
I can't. If your hair is this bright ass weird purple that's just not a normal color, or this blue green mixture that has been seen once on planet Earth, and bright oranges that just aren't normal, and you open your mouth, I'm not listening.
Well, to me,
because I don't think anything coming out is going to be worthwhile for me to hear.
Yeah, to me, you're already going outside in a costume, but you expect me to say that your costume's real.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Halloween every day for these fucking people. And it's, you know, it's like, I get it. It's cool. You want to be a stormtrooper? Fine. But like, I'm not going to say that you're a stormtrooper in real life. You're wearing a stormtrooper's costume.
Yeah.
You're wearing a dyke costume. You might be gay, and that's fine. But you're dressed up like a dyke. So just
did you see the commercial that clip of that fat lesbian chick with the fucking brush cut, fucking watching sports and pumping her fist, and then it stops and says, lesbian with a new 8-year-old haircut.
The best is like,
I can watch that on loop all fucking day.
When the new what's the car that lesbians drive all the time?
Prius?
No, the other one. It's like
the Jeep Wrangler.
No, that's your wife.
Okay. This is the guy with the Jeep Wrangler.
I don't have it anymore.
Oh yeah, the guy that had a belly button too. That too.
It's gone, dude. God, Subaru. Yeah, when the new Subaru comes out.
When the new Outback comes out.
Let's go. Yeah, the mom looked like that, but with blue hair. And you're like, This kid has no fucking shot. Not that you can't be a lesbian and have a kid, but she was lesbianing the kid. And you're like, come on.
No, you can't do that.
Like my uncle was married to this lady and her name was Barb. And when I was
Did she have a penchant for motorcycles and
she did
Marlboros?
Yeah.
I can't say that Marlboro, but I can't say it all together.
Yeah.
Marlboro? You
Marlboro.
just forget the L? Marlboro?
Yeah, take it out. Yeah, just take it out. It's irrelevant.
Well, I know one thing you don't take out, and that's the D.
Yeah,
Barb. Your uncle's married to her, dated a lady Barb.
Yeah, so she'd show up and be like, Danny, do you want a beer? Like just
she'd wear a white t-shirt with her cigarettes rolled up.
I swear to God, it's like you've seen her. I swear to God.
She had I love mom tattoo.
I go to my dad, I'm like, I think Aunt Barb's a fucking dude. But my uncle was like he's a barfly, And I think you could be a barfly for a while and pick up moderate chicks, and then you go full on hermaphrodite or whatever the fuck she was. I took my kids to Spirit of Halloween today because I wanted to torture myself. And the person at the register looks like a homely girl. And I swear to God, this is how deep the voice was. I was buying smoke machine smoke fluid or whatever. And the person goes, is that it? I was like, what? It looked like
just looking around.
Yeah, I was like
some 6'4" black dude.
yeah. Like Shaq. Yeah, we just try to get it in the paint, and then when I get double, I kick it out to Kobe, and then Kobe making some shots today. But dude, it was like, is that it? I was like, huh? Is that all you're gonna get today? I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I go to my kids, I'm like, do you think that the person at the register was a girl or a boy? Yeah. I was like, that was a dude. And the kids are like, no way. I'm like, go in there and ask the person a question. They're like, we're not going to do that. I'm like, this is good. That's good. Let's not do that. Let's go immediately. But dude, fucking Johnny Deep voice over here with fucking heart earrings and fucking shoulder length hair.
Fuck.
He looked like the fat kid in Hot Tub Time Machine, but with like a perm.
I've had plenty of girlfriends, hot ones. You've had plenty of boyfriends,
gay ones. Sick burn. All right, I gotta blow my nose, and we'll do another one, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Sweet.
Can't wait for more Diddy fun.
I might make myself a little tequila.
I'm
not doing bourbon through the month of October.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
This is end well.
And I miss the bourbon because I get doubled and then I kick it out to Kobe. Kobe gets me a bourbon.
That's a good Shaq impression.
It wasn't bad the first time I heard it. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But you're going to try too hard and blow it up. So